Hey everybody, how's it going? It's me, Captain Energy. Today I want to talk to you about a few things going on in the world of music. One is the release, finally, of VST 3 support for Reason 12 and for Reason Plus. That comes out tomorrow, December 19th, here in the United States. And I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you are. And I'm curious what you think of that it took this long, whatever. And if you're going to be, is this going to be the make it or break it feature that you've been hoping for? Because I don't know. I just don't see it that way. A lot of people see it as like, oh, yay, finally I can make music again. I've heard people like making it sound like or feeling like that without VST3, they couldn't even make music now. And I just don't understand that, because I feel like VST3 is just another feature, just another option. I already have so many options that I don't know half the time which ones to use. Having VST3 is just one more of those options in there. And now that we have VST3, there'll be a whole bunch of new plugins I can use. Of course, it's great. It's the future, because VST2 is getting discontinued. It doesn't mean it's going away, as you can see, because I still see new plugins coming out as VST2s. And I mean, we'll see what happens, I guess. But VST3 is here, and we'll see what you all do with it. I'm very much looking forward to see if it, the ability to have VST3 launches new careers or, changes the gravitational force of the Earth, or what's gonna happen. Have you considered coming back to Reason because of it? Have you considered staying with Reason because of it? Or maybe you're changing to Reason because of it. Maybe you're like, that's it, I've had it with Logic, I'm going to Reason. I love Reason. What I love about it is that it feels like hardware. I've been using it forever. I come from a hardware background, and Reason is the only interface, the only DAW that gives me that feeling of actually working with hardware in a software form. And when I say working with hardware, I'm not talking about the sounds. I'm not talking about, I'm not talking about that it sounds like the hardware, or that it's, touching it is like the hardware. I mean the setup of it. When you set up your hardware, you plug in cables from the out of one to the in of another device. You run your, if you've done any modular stuff, you know what I'm talking about. You're running wires all over the place, directing the signal through effects and through different processors. And that is all something you can do in Reason. And I've been doing that for years. So when I got into a little bit of modular stuff, when I got into making sounds on other physical devices, this really helped me a lot in understanding Reason. But I'm just curious what you guys think. Second little problem I bumped into with Novation and McAfee Antivirus. If you're using McAfee, which I'm not sure who is or who isn't, I've been using McAfee for years. They have a device or a piece of software in there that is called, get that for you real quick here. It's called MFE HIDK.sys. Now, this software is a temporary drive that McAfee uses for something. I'm not sure if they use it to download updates, if they use it to compare files, but it's sitting there and they use it during their process. Well, when you plug in a device into your computer, somehow that piece of software is partially responsible for detecting it or checking it or something. And when you plug in Novation devices, only Novation so far, the Novation device causes my computer to blue screen, like crash hard, boom, down, dead. And now, and this has been replicated across 3 different machines for me right now. It's not something that I really appreciate. And I mean, I don't appreciate it to the point that I spent the other day trying to remove McAfee from my machine, only to find out that removing it screwed up even more of my machine because they wired themselves in there so deep. So now we either have to do a full system, restoration, flatline the machine and start over without McAfee in there, and go that route, or I have to give up on my Novation devices, which are my my rhythm and my circuit tracks. Which do I want to do? I don't know. I mean, honestly, I probably could dump them both at this point because I've got my MPCs now, and I mean, whatever. I don't necessarily need them. I've got FM synthesizers in my MPCs now, and I've got sampling there, and I've got all the others. I mean, my MPC 61 key, or key 61 rather. I always do that. Key 61 it's pretty much taken over the studio as far as I'm concerned. That thing is like badass, pardon my language, but it is awesome. It's my favorite purchase I've made in hardware in a long time. And it was the last thing I bought before the SMPLTrek, which I think is pretty awesome too. But that device just really, I don't know, man. The MPC stuff, I think it's underrated in a lot of ways by people who don't understand it. It's just crazy how good that keyboard is and how much I love using that thing for my production. So McAfee, Novation, you guys need to get together on this somehow. I'm gonna tag you both in this video so you can see what's happening here. But this needs to get fixed, or basically, I mean, it works fine on Macs. If you're a Mac user, you should be okay. I think I haven't got that antivirus on my Mac though because it's a Mac, and I have antivirus working on it, but just not that one. I think I'm using Kaspersky on my Macs, which might be what I'm using on my PCs too if McAfee doesn't straighten up and fly right real soon. I'll just rebuild them and put this Kaspersky across the board, which will be a real headache, but got to do what I got to do. So somebody's got to fix something, or you know, your company can go away and be known as the or primarily McAfee I'm talking to. Your company can go away and be known as the non-musician friendly antivirus that you know, whatever. That's that rant. But okay, so SMPLTrek from Sonicware just released their live looper software. It came out yesterday on the 17th, sorry. Today's the 18th. On December 17th, came out. Haven't got a chance to play with it yet. Got to learn how to use it. But I'm very excited because they claim to have worked out all the bugs on that anyway. And a few other fixes that they've put in there. And they're working. They seem to work pretty diligently right now on this thing. It's been about an update a week, or every week and a half, an update to fix the bugs that people are finding. So, I mean, they are working on it. So if you're reluctant to buy a SMPLTrek because you think you're going to get stuck with a machine that has, you know, issues, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Honestly, I'd get it and get your head in the game and see what you think of it, because, to be honest, I feel like it's going to be a cult device. I feel like this thing might be the next OP1 in the sense that it just does a few things. I mean, the OP1 has, what, 4 tracks? This has, you know, 10 tracks. We've got 3 instrument tracks and a drum track. So that's your 4 main tracks, but you got loops, you got hits, you got, you know, 3 tracks of audio recording with 3 tracks on each of those to like cut bits and pieces out and make to comp a track from. I think that device is pretty amazing. One thing I gotta say I hate about that device, and it's, sorry guys, it's just, I don't hate much about it, honestly. I love it for the most part, is the battery life. When you're using batteries, I bought these Energizer Max batteries, okay, because I figured everyone was saying, oh, you get about 4 hours in batteries out of them with using a fresh set of batteries. So I bought the Energizer Max, figuring, oh yeah, I'll get like 6 or 8 hours out of it. Nope, about 4 hours and that was dead. And they're expensive batteries, so I'm already looking at an alternate way to power this thing. I'm actually looking into a rechargeable battery pack, building a rechargeable battery pack. I've got to go to Batteries Plus and talk to them about it. But I'm looking at building a pack. And if you're interested in that, let me know, because I might be enticed to put that out there as a possibility. I mean, that screw-on back, the back where they have that little screw where you can put a microphone stand to, really gives me some ideas for potential add-ons that it could be bolted into, like a pair of stereo speakers, for one, like amplified stereo speakers with a battery pack type kit, something that could go on in that way. Maybe change the way the interface, some of the I/O on it, rearrange the way it's set up so that the plug isn't sticking directly out the back. Maybe it's inset so the wire is not so hanging out there, whatever. It's got a lot of potential for add-ons. I feel like this thing is going to be it's going to have a big future and make a lot of people who didn't get in on it really wish they had. I'm actually thinking of buying a second one. So I think they're pretty great. And I've got my Lo-Fi 12 coming on Tuesday, so we'll be taking a look at that. Also, I just want to say thank you so much for 800 subscribers. You guys have been awesome. I can't believe oh my gosh, 800 people, that's amazing. And I'm up to 822 right now, which is even better. I mean, but I want to do a live stream. The biggest problem is I get really nervous doing live stuff. So editing videos and being able to chop bits out where I screw up or cough or sneeze or drop things is usually better for everybody. But I will do a live stream if you guys if you tell me you want to see one, I'll do it. I will do it. All right. Definitely let me know what you think of this video. Anyway, this is just some comments and thoughts right now. It really didn't give you much as far as tips, tricks, or any of that type of thing, but I do have some stuff coming, and so please definitely, don't forget to come back, like this video, subscribe to the channel. I've got some of my old videos I'm working on also and redoing them so they're a little more up to date. Like one of the big ones is when your sound libraries disappear in Cubase, how to get them back, how to restore them. And I've got the way it works in Nuendo too now. So I've got a trick for Nuendo because it happens in Nuendo as well. So I'll be doing some videos for that. And I do want to do a review for the SMPLTrek. Show you guys that, especially now that we've got the new live looping feature in there. It's going to be, the thing is just going to be awesome. Anyway, all right, have an awesome day. Christmas is coming up, so if you don't come back before Christmas, have an awesome holiday, everybody. Know that I really love you guys. I really appreciate your subscriptions. I really appreciate your comments. It's been so great. My community is actually starting to grow, and I've got interactions going on with people, and I'm still looking at solutions to some problems people have given me. Though I'm also finding problems also that need solutions of my own. So yeah. Anyway, we'll work our way through it all together, right? All right. So, yeah, hit me up if you have anything question-wise. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the channel, rather. And I will see you all in the next one. Be safe, take care, and have a great day. Bye for now.